Good afternoon. Namaste. In the morning, we talked about brand as a force for good, and we talked about humanizing the brand. So all of those topics are very dear to my heart. I'm very passionate about my brand. And since they were talking about brand ambassador, I think I'm a brand ambassador. I'm an ambassador for my brand. So all of you marketers, you should be the first brand ambassador for your brand, of course, right? I'm also going to talk about the brand purpose as a driver for business. Let me just get the clicker. Okay. Now, when we're talking about the brand, can you see in my screen? And I find it really funny. Where do you start? So we have here a corn chips, talking about being salty and crunchy, talking about sharing, and then all the way to world peace. So where do you start? And where do you stop with your brand purpose? And for you guys who already is very passionate and is very inspired by their brand purpose, can you raise your hand? Okay. And who among you will not raise your hand no matter what I say? Okay. All right. So when we talk about brand purpose, we always think about something that is lofty, something that is good for the world, good for our soul, good for society, and good for PR. But it should be more than that. It was quoted already in the morning that there was a study done by Accenture last year. It's called From Me to We, The Rise of the Purpose-Led Brand. Who had read it? Not yet? Okay, so it's very insightful. You should look it up in YouTube. It says that more than 60% of consumers buy brands for the brands that take a stand in the issues that they care about. So sorry about that. Sorry about the ice cream. It's important for brands to take a stand on issues in the world and to believe in their purpose. Now, my purpose and my mission as a marketer for Dulux Decorative Paints is to make people proud about their homes. They have so much passion in their homes. The home is something that they are so confident that they need to be confident about, and I need for them to say that this is where I live. This is a home I am proud of, and hence adding color to people's lives is a brand mission that I am very passionate about. They say that a home is made of bricks and beams. Sorry, a house is made of bricks and beams. A home is made of hopes and dreams. And hence, for us as a brand, it's important that we nurture those hopes and dreams inside the house. Now, I joined the company in 2010. I was a young mother, a homemaker, and hence I told myself I want to work for brands which are about the home, building a home, or something around children. I even applied for jobs for milk companies and things like that. So when I thought Dulux and when they contacted me, I said I connected very well with their mission of adding color to people's lives because I know that they are also meaning it and meaning it really well. At the time, the CEO was having this big ambition of bringing all of the decorative paint brands of AkzoNobel into one global brand identity because he understood that in order to build a global brand, it has to be a single brand identity, and we made this happen. This was in 2010. Now, this logo called the Flourish is very iconic, and I quote from Design Bridge, our designer, it is meant to liberate creativity by opening the eyes of consumers to the transformative power of color. Now, color changes how we feel about a space, and color changes also behavior and perceptions. If you are walking by a house, which is painted smoky gray, but with a color like this, with a bright yellow color, what is your perception about the people living inside the house? It's different, right? Picture tonight, if you are in a home which is painted beige and white, sorry, boring, but you painted with a midnight blue like this, I am sure that how you behave inside your house will also be different. Maybe you will be sitting in the same spot every evening, but maybe you feel like, maybe I want to have a glass of wine tonight. because really color transforms how you behave inside that space. Can we play this video, please? Those are social experiments that we did, and we filmed them. Now, Let's Color is not just a tagline. It's for us a call to action. In the morning, it was asked, but is brand purpose more than just a lofty ideal? Is there really a commercial value to it? Of course, the answer is yes. The brand purpose must create value for the customer, for the employees, for the shareholders, are always important, and the community at large. Now, I will share with you some of the things that we have done in order to bring commercial value to brand purpose. The first is strengthening the affinity to the brand. So we know that a strong brand affinity leads to stronger brand power, and stronger brand power relates to stronger market share. Second is strengthening the brand funnel and driving conversion. The third is engaging the community. So I will have a few examples for you to share regarding this. First is strengthening the affinity to the brand. Now, I have a couple of examples for you regarding setting the trend when it comes to color. For us as a color company, it is important to be seen as the trendsetter because it really has a strong link to brand power. We have what we call the Global Aesthetic Center based in Amsterdam, and they are the body within AkzoNobel which leads design, trends and analysis, color research, and even art direction for almost 30 years. And Color Futures is at the forefront, or is at the heart of the work that I do. Can you play the video, please? This will share with you what Color Futures is all about.
The Trend Forecast meeting is the kickoff of our Color Futures process. We invite a group of international design experts from around the world to share minds about social design trends that will influence our color choices. I love this process. It gives us a very good idea of the mood of the moment. We now see this burst of positive energy. People are looking to seize the moment. 2019 is all about letting the light in. Home is where we embrace this positive new approach to life. For the theme trend, home is where you can consider what matters. In this trend, a calming, still place gives your mind the freedom to wonder and ask what if. The love trend is all about being kind to yourself and to others. And for this trend, home can be a springboard for action. At the Global Aesthetic Center, we explore what all of this means for the paint we choose for our homes. We decide on one color of the year and design 4 complementary palettes around it. Our expertise is to help people to create homes that fit their needs in today's world. The color of the year for 2019 is sophisticated, warm and elegant. We were inspired by the tones of natural honey. This color has different qualities. It can be nourishing, it can be calming, it can be poppy or grounding, depending on the colors you pair it with.
Okay. So that was Color Futures. Now, it's a global brand asset that we use to set ourselves as one of the trendsetter when in the paints industry. Now, how do you activate something like this? Of course, you know, our PR team will always have a field day activating this. It's always very exciting. And this is how some of the countries activate this. Can we play the first 20 seconds, please, of the next video? Okay, so I will not finish that video. My point is, when we say let's color, our call to action, we need to be the brand that's credible to say that. And being a trendsetter is one of the things that we have to do in order to deliver that. I'm going to share with you another example of how we activate and how we communicate the brand. Now, in Southeast Asia, Home and Garden TV. Are you guys familiar with HGTV? Yeah? Okay. So which I love the channel, but they've been acquired by Discovery. Now, they had a pilot of a show called Come On In. Why was that? Because in Asia, there was a shortage of quality shows, of reality home makeover shows. They have a lot of UK shows or shows from the US, shows from Australia, but very, very few in Asia which are of top quality. So they partnered with Nikki and Andrea from Design Intervention. So Design Intervention is a top-of-the-line interior design company, and the pilot was quite successful. They came to us for a partnership. Now, whenever we have a partnership or doing branded content, it's important for us not just to look for people who are aspirational or who we know can bring glamour to the brand. Yeah, that's sexy. Everyone does that. However, we also need to select people whose philosophy is very close to the brand. And I say this from Nikki. She said, good design is more than mere aesthetics. It can affect the mood and quality of life. Our homes are designed to elevate your mood and recharge your soul. Our mission is to make you happy. And that makes us, you know, very close when it comes to our brand philosophy and brand mission. The other thing is, Andrea and Nikki love color. They have very bold color choices, which is, we are the company of color. And therefore, the people we partner with should be advocates of color. When everyone else was doing minimalist design or muted color palettes, they were already being very bold in their color choices. Now, the production shoot was in Singapore, hence what you will see in what is the show all about is lots of condos and HDBs. Can we play the video, please?
Design in Asia is actually entering a huge transformation. It's the interest in the interior design industry that's changed in the last 5 years is miraculous. People are a lot more open, they travel, and they're really open to new ideas.
So come on in. East meets West is personally one of our favourite design implementations.
We don't follow trends. We just choose what's nice, what works for that project.
Come on in, Mondays on HGTV. Come on in, brought to you by Dulux.
Small trivia, because they're good friends. Nikki was a banker, and Andrea was a model. And both of them, by the way, are of Indian heritage. So they're very, very good designers, as you guys could see. Now, besides the TV episodes, and of course this was 2016, what we asked them to do is, can we have show shorts? Now, show shorts are like 30-second excerpts from the show, and they function like ads. Another one that we asked the partner to do is, can we have more spots on your other lifestyle channels like Travel Channel, Asian Food Channel, Food Network, because it was also extending our reach. Besides, it was November. So somebody who will see Ina Garten's Barefoot Contessa about cooking might be inspired to redecorate his or her home and use Dulux for painting. And it was as I say, it was a great partnership. It was a stroke of genius because during that time, there were not many show shorts which were done of top quality. Let me show you an example, two examples. One is for gold paint, and another one for marble. And I hope in the coming Diwali, you will be inspired also to decorate your home by seeing this video, okay? Play the two videos, please.
When interior designers want glamour, we often use metallic accents. This ambience metallic silver special effects paint on the ceiling fills the room with an iridescence that just oozes sophistication. Inspired by lustrous metals, the reflective quality gives this room a luxurious new dimension. Choose a metallic tone that complements your color scheme and let it reflect who you are.
Home design ideas brought to you by Dulux.
The next one, please, on marble.
If you want to create a space in your home to express your unique style, one place to start is with the walls. Like this room covered in ambience marble special effects paint. The finish is smooth and luxurious with the classic elegance of marble. The deep, intense color, along with the dazzling art, family heirlooms, and colorful fabric. It all comes together to truly personalize the space.
Home design ideas brought to you by Dulux.
Who would have thought of using metallic gold in the ceiling, right? I thought it was a stroke of genius. Now, we were very happy with the partnership because it gave us, with the show shorts, it gave us a lot of reach, a lot of engagement, and a lot of interaction among the consumers. It also gave us a platform to put it in the digital channels, which we own, our own digital platforms, and the HGTV channels. And as a result, we exceeded our targets by 300% and met our ROI by 700% more than our investment. This resonated very well with the consumers, so they were tagging their friends, tagging their families, and with a small investment, believe me, if you ask me how much the investment was, it was quite affordable for something like this. And one of the comments that I really love was the one I put up there as first. It said, "There's cheap and tacky, and then there's this." So we know we were up into something that's quality, that is this quality that is not available with the other paint brands. I was talking about brand affinity. Now, here is the proof of the pudding. Those who are familiar with brand health done by Millward Brown, you will know that in the attributes, once you hit a score of 5 and above, that attribute is already associated with your brand. So this is an example from 2 of the countries within the region which activate really well. And what you could see is that we have very strong scores when it comes to leader in color and has the latest color trends. Again, when you're strong in this brand statements, brand power is stronger, and that correlates to market power as well. The second one is strengthening the brand funnel and leading to conversion. Now, when we're doing the brand funnel, it's important for us to engage the consumer across their journey. This is the consumer decoration journey. Igniting and inspiring is at the very start. It's like, I think I want to decorate my home. I think I want to renovate. And you start searching, you start looking at magazines, you start looking at Pinterest and Instagram to get the concepts and to get ideas. Visualizing is when you want to already choose the shade of paint that you want to put on your wall. And that is a big challenge to a lot of consumers. Planning is, well, it's planning. It's when should I paint? How much is my budget? What products will I buy? Which painter am I going to hire? Purchase in progress is the execution of the painting project. And sharing is, of course, proudly sharing the outcome. This is the consumer decoration journey, and we know that we need to understand this in depth in order to engage our consumers early on. as you notice, planning and reassurance runs all the way from the start until the end because the consumers are fickle. The consumer journey is not always linear. They keep on coming back. They keep on changing their mind. They see something and they want to change their mind, yeah, right? So it's important for us to engage them. Now, in our category, because it takes a bit longer to buy, to execute a painting project in the house, we would like to engage them early on. And we said, okay, let's focus on ignite and inspire and visualize. So the couple of examples that I will show you are in these parts of the journey. First of all is on the color of the year. So I shared this earlier, but how do you choose the color for your home when you see those models strutting around, right? So you set the trend, but then is it relevant for me as a homeowner who wants to paint my wall? That's one question that we said, okay, we have to do something around that. And we changed the approach starting 2 or 3 years ago. From one palette, we added 3 more to make it 4. And I will show you what I mean by that. And then the other one is adding accents that will bring an oomph and an extra spice into the room. Can we play the transformation videos, please? Consumers have their own preferences when it comes to color, and therefore, we need to present to them a variety of palette that they could choose from. The other thing is, even if it's the same consumer, you might want to paint your bedroom in a different color than in the living room. The activities are different. The mood is different, right? Also, some will say, oh, if I have to paint my room which is facing the east or the west, that may not be the same color I want for the rooms facing the north and the south, because there is much more sunlight, there's much more sunlight on rooms facing east and facing west. And hence, having a variety of palette is important. The other one is, we also gave them some simple design ideas that they can execute on their own, like this honeycomb shape. Video, please. Did you like that? Yeah. Hopefully. Okay. Now I'm doing this alone gave us higher sales for the color of the year. Why? Because the consumers suddenly find something that they know they can execute on their homes and will look good inside their living rooms. Another asset that we've done in the visualize space is an app using augmented reality. So in the morning, the lady from Google talked about augmented reality. Because you see, visualize as a step is very challenging for a lot of consumers. So on Ignite and Inspire, you might already decide what is the master color that you want. And you might say, oh, I want blue. But what blue? Okay, light blue. Which light blue? I mean, there are so many shades of light blue, and hence, imagining how it looks on your wall can be very difficult. So this app that we have, it's award-winning, and it's the only one in its class, allows you to look and choose at the colors inside your home itself. I think it's better to show the video for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Can we show the video, please?
वॉल्स पे कलर इमेजिन करना टफ है ना? यूज करो फ्री Dulux विजुअलाइजर ऐप और पिक करो कहीं से भी कोई भी कलर। ट्राई करो, चूज करो और कलर भरो। शेयर करो, दुनिया को दिखाओ और कर लो पेंट। अब ड्रीम कलर्स मिलना है कुछ इतना ही आसान। अभी डाउनलोड करो फ्री Dulux विजुअलाइजर ऐप।
So you can choose the color, you can share the color and together with your loved ones. You can even pick a color. So for example, if you said, oh, I like this color, the app will tell you which color shade it is, and then you can test on your room how it will look like. Yeah, that's how it works. Now, it's a very, well, besides being award-winning, it's also something that brings us conversion. We've had 20 million downloads since we launched it a few years ago, and with a very high usage rate. Because you see, for an app like this, this is not the app that you use every day. You will only paint or decorate your home maybe every 3 or 4 or 5 years. So it's okay if you download it once, use it once, and then use it again 3 or 4 years down the road, right? So it's fine. But this app really resulted for us a lot of conversion. The last one that I'm going to talk about is engaging the community, because of course, this is the most exciting part, this is the most involving part when it comes to brand purpose. In our call to action of Let's Color, we have painted heritage sites, museums, schools, orphanages, parks, murals along the road, hospitals, even a drive-through for Starbucks, because the road looks very dry and very dark and dreary. This is something that is very close to my heart. When I joined the company, within 6 months, we have painted the old quarter of Hanoi. By the way, I joined in Vietnam, that's why I'm mentioning Hanoi. We've painted their oldest university. We've painted their oldest museum. We've painted schools in Ho Chi Minh City. We've painted the kids' hospital, the one for kids with cancer. And we did beautiful murals on the ceilings, and it touched my heart because for the kids, that was very special. I mean, these kids are always, they're in and out of the hospital because they have cancer. So for them, lying in the hospital and seeing those murals on the ceiling is already a little piece of happiness for them. It's very meaningful for us employees of the company to be doing this. And I'm telling you, it's very engaging. We never run out of volunteers whenever we have an activity like this. And the pride that the employees have for working for an organization and a brand which does this is really tremendous. We have had agency partners coming to us and saying, can we join your repainting activities? We have customers and painters coming to us. If you have repainting activities, I can volunteer my services. So you see, there is value in doing this. There is value in being true to your brand mission. Can we see the video, please? So those were just the activities that we've been doing for the past couple of years, including India, Pakistan, Indonesia. Indonesia. And you can find a lot of the examples in this website, letscolorproject.com. So for the brand marketers here, my question to you is, does your brand have a purpose? Does it inspire you? If it's inspiring to you, are you committed to it? What will you do differently? What will you do bigger and better to bring that brand purpose to life? These are the things that we marketeers need to be at the forefront of, because we need to be the one leading the banner when it comes to driving the brand purpose and the brand mission. Now, as I close, again, we are the Let's Color company, and I hope that this afternoon I was able to add a little color to your afternoon and to your lives. Now, I have one last video, and I think it sums up exactly what we are trying to achieve. This is a recent project that we have done in Kusadasi in Turkey. The last video, please.
Let's Color presents Colourful Hill, Kusadasi. Now a beautiful neighbourhood full of colours. But it wasn't always like that. This area was neglected for decades.
Pis ve korkunç bir halde.
Sokağa bile çıkamıyorduk, annem salmıyordu.
But two local artists had an ambitious idea.
Renklerin gücüne ve sanatın gücüne inanıyoruz.
They teamed up with Let's Colour to make it a reality. The plan was to make the whole area more fun, livable and enjoyable by adding colour to the people's lives. At first, some people couldn't believe that it would be possible to paint the entire hill.
Biz inanmadık. Güzel bir proje sundular ama biz inanmıyorduk başta.
But soon, local residents started to feel how their lives began to change.
Daha önce buradan gitmek istiyorduk şu anda.
The transformation was so powerful that some even felt inspired to start their own business.
Tepe Mahallesi'nde ilk kafayı açmaya düşünüyorum.
And the colours had an especially strong impact on the children's imaginations.
Sanki yağmur yağmış, ben de gökkuşağının üstünde böyle koşuyorum.
After months of hard work, the people are enjoying the colourful results.
Projeyi tek bir kelimeyle ifade etmem gerekirse bu benim için umut olur.
Proof that paint can really improve people's lives. Take the 360 tour and meet the colourful characters of the colourful hill.
Thank you. I'm Arlene Tablan, and again, I hope I was able to add a little color to your lives today.